Hello, 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 and welcome. I am back with Tarot Spills the Tea. Now, this one is going to be a doozy, okay? So, sit back, relax. You might need to buckle up. I'm going to break this all the way down as only I can. All right. And so in the beginning, it might, even just this image right here, it might feel confusing. All right. But I'm going to break it down. So, and also this time, you guys, I'm going to try my best not to mention names. We'll see. You know what? We'll see how far I get with that. All right. I'm laughing on the inside already. But so here we go. Who sent you? All right. That's the main question. This is a tarot reading, by the way. This is a tarot reading. Please don't get it confused. This is a tarot reading and recap, rehash, retalk, about trending topics. Okay? So what we have here is Dixie cups versus teacups. You heard me right? Dixie cup versus teacups. Friend or foe? Who knows? I don't know, but I asked the cards. So we take a deep dive into a deep live on what Auntie M implied. All right, so by now it's like 3 days ago. Excuse me. That's my allergies still acting up. But 3 days ago, by the time you guys listen to this, it was called Current Tea, I believe. And I'm going to call her affectionately Auntie M. All right. And I'm going to break all of that down and everything. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. But first, please drop your beautiful eyes down to the bottom of your screen, no matter what screen you are looking at, whether it be a PC, laptop, iPhone, Android, iPad, notebook, whatever it is, TV screen, all right? And look at that red bar at the bottom. It says for entertainment purposes only, and every single word is alleged and not to be used as facts. Okay? Alleged and not to be used as facts. And guess what I found out during this reading? I think I like this lady. I do. Okay? All right. That was interesting to me. Not saying that I had any reasons not to, but we're gonna go ahead and take a deep dive into her life and just pick apart what she implied. All right. But first, I must let you all know who I am. I am Indigo Sage, an awakened soul. I do have a spiritual website at unapologeticallysage.com. And to the left, you are looking at the back of my personal deck, which I use as clarifiers. All right. So sometimes I might show the cards, sometimes I might not. But here's the beautiful back of my cards, and it is called the Ultimate Clarifiers deck. You can find Unapologetically Sage on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. All right, let's go ahead and sage this out. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Okay, so again, I am getting ready to break down Auntie M. All right, kind of like the you know what I said? I wasn't even gonna say that because I think they said that lady was crazy. Dorothy with them red glittery shoes, she was clicking to get home and stuff in her dreams. You know, it was Auntie M. But I think that lady was crazy, and I'm not saying that this Auntie M is like that Auntie M, not at all. Okay. Now I will admit, at first when I saw that live with Plez defending herself against the what appeared to me nearly the entire panel. And that's when the avatar was like, I'm shaking right now. Let me talk, let me talk. All of that. And actually, she didn't even sound that good. She sounded nutso. But actually, you know what? You know what that felt like to me in that moment when she was hollering and kept screaming, let me talk, when no one was saying a word, and she continued to do that. I could visually see the thread being pulled apart. The scene, like my angels, they give me visions and stuff, which I didn't used to welcome it, but anyway, that's neither here nor there right now. But getting these visualizations help see exactly what they're talking about. And in that moment, I was shown like a scene that, you know how like there's like a little piece of it that's coming out, but you know if you pull it, it's all gonna unravel, and it's you know, so you shouldn't pull it, you know. And I'm not implying that they want me to correct anyone right now who might be thinking that I'm saying that players pulled it. That is not what I'm saying, okay, at all. And I know it's not all of you guys, just some people who's listening right now felt that I was saying that, and that's not what I'm saying. Is I'm not saying anyone pulled it. I'm saying I saw it coming apart the same way that a hymn does. Anyway, let me get to why we're here. Okay, why we're here. Why are we here? So I'm going to give you guys a little recap because I think that's important. So Auntie M, she, right after all of this broke out, this incident with the avatar and all about the teacups and stuff like that, when all of that first broke out, and first let me clarify the reason why I said I didn't know that I would feel like, you know, I think I like her is because her behavior in it, like she was, her and Schoolboy was like going at Plez, and they admitted they hadn't even watched the video. That's a motherfucking no. How you gonna come at somebody with such animosity and create such tension when you don't even you ain't even you talking about something you ain't even seen? That was ludicrous to me. That was wrong. And I'm sure by now she's apologized for it, blah blah blah, so forth and so on and so forth. All right, I cannot watch everybody's apology videos and stuff. All right, I'm just here to do the tarot on what it is that we want to know now. So this, she was quoted in saying this in I think it was the Kempire video or interview or, you know, whatever. But there's people hurting and it's time for healing. And she also said, I'm not a drunk. Now, this was approximately 2 weeks ago. And that drunkenness came about, I believe, when Bishop said on his live that he wouldn't, look at me mentioning all the names. All right. You know what? Good time to say this is for entertainment purposes only, and every single word is alleged and not to be used as facts. All right. So anytime you see this red bar at the bottom, it applies. Now I ain't gonna say it no more. All right. Except for when I feel like I want to or need to. But every time this red bar is at the bottom, it applies. So, and if anyone comes after me, you know what you're gonna get. You know what you're gonna get. 10 cents. Okay. So come on, take my dime. Go ahead. You can have it. Moving right along. So, and I wasn't upset at her for saying there's people hurting and it's time for healing. That's very commendable. You know what I'm saying? That's back when she still had hope in the avatar. And then her saying I'm not a drunk, that I believe came about when Bishop was just, he got on there spilling all his pastor teas, talking about and Marcella, she gonna quit too. Now she gonna quit too. You know, hope Marcella don't get mad at me, but she gonna quit too because she said she tired of folks calling her a drunk. And I hope she don't get mad at me. Okay, well wait a minute, back up, Bishop, back Bishop, back forth and not what? Okay, Bishop. I hope you don't get mad at me. And anytime somebody say that, oh boy, okay. Now that was approximately 2 weeks ago. Then recently, about 2 days ago, oh no, I'm sorry, not 2 days ago. somewhere in between, she had mentioned that she played the role of the drunk auntie. Okay, so we got that in between somewhere, which I don't know. That didn't sit good with me because I'm just kind of like, either you are or you aren't. And here's the thing, all right? There is nothing wrong with having a nightcap. I never judged her for that at all. And I didn't even realize until all of this stuff broke out that she was being judged for having a drink on camera. Who gives an F? Who gives an F? Because let me tell you two things. First of all, that could be the only thing that she drank that entire day, as far as alcoholic beverages. That's number one. Number two, she could have, this goes somewhere in there. This is 1A or something. She could be doing it for her nerves because she's on camera and, it goes around the world. It's aired on YouTube. I get people, I look at the countries and I'm like, oh my goodness. And then I see my videos are translated in different languages and stuff. So it's all around the world is my point. So that could cause some people to need a little shot to relax their nerves. Okay? Nothing wrong with that. And then number three, okay, it could just be tea in there. Now, don't y'all cuss me out in them comments and tell me why y'all know she was drunk because this and because that. Don't do that. Don't spill this woman's teas like that. Now, I know Tarot spills the tea, but I ain't spilling tea on nothing like that. Now, I told y'all I think I like her, so don't do that. So anyway, and this ain't just because, I don't know why I feel like I gotta say this right now. My angels told me to say this right now. This ain't just because I saw her in my comments, because I would be the same, very unapologetically, sage, okay? Whether in the comments or not. I don't care. I'm going to read and say what the cards say, because it's the cards. It ain't me. It's the cards. It's the cards. Don't get mad at the cards. Don't get mad at the messenger. Okay, I'm the messenger. Anyway, so let me give you the message. I know some of y'all like, give us the message then, messenger. All right, I am now. Don't rush me now. Okay, so like I said, it felt uncomfortable when she had called herself or said she played the role of the drunk auntie, because I know I felt like she wasn't comfortable with that, with being called drunk, and then you try to soothe it out or something. You don't have to do that, and I don't know why she did that. My question tonight is not that. But then, speaking of the comments, she did say in my comments that she, meaning the avatar, which she now says she's calling her cartoon character, because she don't even want to say nothing that's remotely close to anything, which is cool. Cover your bases. Cover your bases. I'm covering mine too. But I know that all somebody's gonna get from me is a dime, and that's all right. I give that to people all the time. Sometimes somebody got their hand out. If I got it in my hand while I'm walking out the store, here you go. So that's what y'all will get. Okay. Um. So yeah, in the comments she said she is still hurting people. Okay. So within a 2-week span, we have her showing the cartoon character empathy, and everyone empathy, and still kind of, she was kind of riding the fence. And at that time, she was saying, I'll still be on the panel, this and that, da 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 da. And then we go all the way to there's lawyers involved in a court case. So the most recent live that I saw as of the time that I am speaking and getting ready to upload, she thanks everyone in her live in the beginning. This is the first 10 or 15 minutes, and then she goes on to celebrity news, which I clicked off. But she thanks everyone who believed in her, and she names Nosy as the GOAT, which, you know what, props, hats off to her. Okay, I gave her props in one of my other videos. um, she says others reached out to join her lawsuit. Allegedly. And I was given the impression that she was like, nope. Former Teacups sent her thousands of letters. Allegedly. Now this, in my with the limited knowledge that I have on this, is that they sent her emails to say that she was not the reason why they unsubscribed to All About the Teacups. All right. And that's a shame that she even needed to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, cartoon character is low down if she's coming after anyone for losing subscribers. That's crazy. All right. And I have a bonus for you guys at the very end, um, where we're going to kind of tap on all of the characters and all of this. All right. So stay tuned for that. It's at the very, very end. All right. Auntie M lists things that she can't talk about that are going on behind the scenes, allegedly. All right. So here's a list of the things that she cannot speak about. I think that's what she said. And I'm sorry, I had to laugh. Like, so you are going to speak to us about what you cannot speak about. Okay, girl, I got you. Number one, sororities are involved. Number two, PPP loans. And I thought it was payroll protection. So why is there three P's? I don't know. I don't need one, so I don't know no details about no PP and to the PP to the PP to the 10th power loans. But anyway, they're involved and businesses are closing. All of this is alleged. Now check this out. In the video that I'm referring to, at approximately timestamp 5 minutes and 46 seconds, she begins to talk about Mr. Wile E. Coyote. And there will be no balancing of the eyeball jokes today. Okay? None. All right? All right. Because this ain't about that. This is not about that. It's not about that. This is about her, Auntie M, saying Wiley was sent. Wiley was sent? Okay. So this is what she said. This is what she said. Quote. All right, now while I'm saying all that, let me find my paper where I quoted. I wrote it down. 5 minutes and 46 seconds stamp. I know this is Auntie M. I know Wiley can be a little harsh, but Wiley was sent there, allegedly. And he's doing what he's supposed to do, finishing the job off. Then she says, Wiley was sent. Okay, all right. Now, let me tell you guys what brought me even over there is because I saw in someone else's comments um, that they said that she said that Wiley was working for her. And I was like, huh? And they kind of like made it seem like he was really like a nice guy. Okay. I mean, look, I'm not saying he's not a nice guy. But I can say I have not seen any nice guy habits or, traits or anything like that. And I was corrected in the comments. Thank you guys. He's apparently tall. He is tall with 1 foot small and one big or something like that. But like I said, I am not making fun of him, even though he is a person who talks trash about everybody every day. But this ain't about him. This is about Auntie M. All right, let's continue. All right, so now is the perfect time to remind you guys that what the question actually is what made Auntie M say or decide to say, because these cards analyze a person's energy at the time that they were making the decision. And so the decision that I'm diving into is what made her decide to say that Wiley was sent. Okay. Because even though I saw in the comments of someone's live chat that, oh, she said that Wiley's on her side and he's working for her and this and that, she didn't say that. That's not what she said. I quoted earlier what she said. But what got me was Wiley was sent. And so in the past, and as I've already explained, there's 5 positions, 1 bonus, and then I got some more bonuses on top of bonuses for you guys later, because I just really wanted to dive into this because, like I said at the beginning, my mind wasn't, I just needed to get a feel for Auntie M. Okay? The past is important because that represents the energy that influenced the present position as it relates to the decision. All right. This was in reverse. It's 8 of Wands. Basically, bottom line, it means in reverse, resisting change. Okay, this is fast-moving energy. In general, upright. It's a good card, and it means communication, and it means usually online or telephone, some kind of like long distance kind of communication. Now, that part is upright. Like I said, in reverse is still fast moving, still communication, but also it's resisting change. Experiencing a natural period of shock after unexpectedly leaving a job that you valued with high esteem. Okay, this is this energy as it relates to job, career, things like that. This card is a great energy boost to push you forward and to stop wasting time feeling guilty about the past. All right. And so, don't know if Miss Auntie M is listening. If you are, don't take it personal. I am just a messenger reading the cards. So, Auntie M felt guilty about something in the past. All right. Now, if I had to guess, maybe it's for how she treated um, Scared of Beautiful. Okay. Who didn't do anything to her. She was just going off of hearsay. Aren't you too old for that, Auntie M? Love you smooches and everything, but I call it like I said, ain't you too old for that? To just be going off of getting upset with someone just off of some hearsay. But anyway, all right. We all make mistakes. So let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it pushing. But anyway, before we keep it pushing, I want to reiterate that there was guilt from the past of everything that went down. And I'm not 100% sure if we, because y'all know we ain't, privy to everything that went down behind the scenes. So there's some heavy energy that we're not privy to. Moving right along. Okay, so as you guys know, this card was in reverse. And there were 2 cards in reverse, which is good. Out of all the cards that I pulled, only 2 were in reverse. And so I did clarify the 2 cards that were in reverse. This one was one of them. The cards thing was that the clarifier, I love you to the moon and back. And it was in reverse. That means that loyalty has stopped, cut off, like abruptly. In this situation, that's what that reverse card meant. She had blind loyalty to Avatar. That is until an action by Avatar hurt Auntie M and made her realize the loyalty was not reciprocated. Let's continue. And just as a reminder, and hopefully I get to a point where I don't feel like I have to keep saying this, but even though the clarifier said, I love you to the moon and back, you can substitute the word love for whatever is appropriate. So what I took it as was that loyalty, okay? I can see and I get the energy from Auntie M that she is a ride or die type of person, okay? Which that sometimes includes blind loyalty. So anytime that I'm telling you, oh, the clarifier says love, love this, love that, or even not even just the clarifier, but just the whatever deck I'm using, it does not necessarily mean love, and it most definitely doesn't necessarily mean romantic love. If it does, I will be very clear about it. Okay? So don't y'all go twisting my words and all of that and whatnot. All right, moving right along. In the present, we have the moon card upright. The moon card is usually all about deep emotion. So, of course, there's deep, like, emotions going on right now. But the moon, though, even though it's an emotional card, it kind of is elusive and hidden, like, secrets. So presently, and of course, we can understand why she has secrets right now, for everything that Auntie M is going through with the quote unquote cartoon character, aka Avatar, all about the teacups, so of course there needs to be secrets and hidden stuff. Um, so mainly what the moon represents is illusion, which hand in hand with secrets, but illusion, anxiety, and fear. Now, here's the not so cool thing about what the moon represents. We don't want her to be in illusion. Because remember, my question is, why does she say why it was sent? And she even said, I know, honey, I got the quote right here. I know, and the timestamp, 5 minutes and 46 seconds. I know Wiley can be a little harsh, but Wiley was sent there, allegedly. And he's doing what he's supposed to, finishing the job off. Wiley was sent. So this is all about that. And then we get this card, which represents illusion. Okay, are we surprised? Anxiety. I'd have anxiety too if I was supposed to trust him. Fear. All right, because there's a lot on her plate right now. I wouldn't bank on him. Not to say that she is. All of this is alleged and not to be used as facts, and I am only going off of her words from her video. Okay. Um. So further, it explains further lack of security. Currently not feeling like the situation is trustworthy. There's confusion in the mist. Okay. And I don't know, every time I use the word mist, it always makes me think of gorillas in the mist. I was little when that movie came out, and I was like, what? And everybody, that movie was getting awards. Everybody was like, Gorillas in the Mist. That's such a good movie. And I was like, Gorillas in the Mist. I just never thought those words would be used, gorilla and mist. I was just taken aback when I was little, when people kept saying gorillas in the mist. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Back to what we're saying. There's confusion in the mist. All right. And I'm not even going to make a joke. I could make a joke right there. But I said I wasn't going to talk about Wiley. I'm not. I just want to know why she trusts him. So looking at this presently, I think something has changed because there's no security in that statement. It says lack of security. We all are looking at it, reading it, and maybe you're not. Maybe you just have me in your ear, but I'm telling you that there's lack of security. Okay, so from 2 to 3 days, or 3 days when you guys listen to this, but 2 days from when I'm recording it, something has changed, or either when she said it, she didn't have security in the statement. Because I looked at her eyes, and I believe they didn't look. I'm gonna have to look again because I was looking down, writing down what she was saying. Well, I looked at her when she said it, and then I rewound it and looked down as I was writing. But I believe she wasn't looking straight at the camera, and maybe she was. I don't need nobody in the comments talking about at 5 minutes and 50 seconds she looked straight at the camera. I don't need all of that. Knock it off. My point is the energy that she was giving, because at one point I know she darted her eyes off. And that's not feeling secure in what you're saying. So I don't care if y'all want to tell me the points and the minutes and the seconds, which I hope my stages ain't going to do that, because my stages, we got more important things to do than to sit up here and try to go track it down on a second that I was wrong where she looked in the camera, because that's not the point of what I'm saying. I didn't feel confidence when she was making that statement. That's the point. That's the point of what I'm saying. Okay. I didn't feel it. I didn't feel confidence exuding from her as she was saying this. It's much different than when she, at the very beginning, was talking about when she was thanking everybody for believing in her and supporting her. All of that, you could feel that she felt so good and warm inside from all of the love that she was shown. That you could feel it through the screen. Then we transition into her talking about Wiley. That was different energy. Okay. So I'm not surprised that there's a lack of security there and currently not feeling like the situation is trustworthy. Now, this is what I would like for her to do, and what anyone would need to do if they get the moon card in their present position. You need to fine tune your intuition by clearing your third eye chakra. Okay? Once you clear that third eye chakra, you can see everything, everybody's energy a mile away. And don't get me wrong, because Angels was telling me that you feel like you can read people's energy already. Well, see, I'm not gonna make no jokes, because I'm sure it's hard to read a cartoon character's energy. I've never tried. But that would be like trying to read Daffy Duck's energy. However, I surely got her energy when she started hollering and yelling and screaming at Plez. I felt it, as I think we all did. But my point is, anyone in this type of situation, you need to use your intuition. And this is a sign that you need to clear your third eye chakra so that you can fine tune that and see straight up through the BS. Let's go. All right, so next up we have the best position. And in the best position, we have the Hermit up, right? All right, and this is funny. The imagery, you guys know I go off of imagery, all right? So, um, this is funny to me. It's a lot, okay? But I'm going to try not to be long-winded. I know I say that on every video, you guys. I know that. I know that. So Auntie M is the Hermit, and I love the fox there because, or the wolf, not the fox, I'm sorry, wolf, because it represents in this situation, throw me to that meme, and I even have it on my Instagram or whatever, one of them grams. Um, Throw me to the wolves and I'll come back leading the pack. That's what that represents. Okay, so there's an energy from Auntie M that she was thrown to the wolves, and like I said, this is in combination with her loyalty, because she was blindly loyal. All right, which is it's anyway, but she feels like she was thrown to the wolves, and she needs to know she's going to be all right. There's some confidence needed, but the best of it is that she is going to have introspection, because the hermit goes inside. They spend time alone and go inside and think about things and reassess things. Speaking of, let me go ahead and, because I love imagery, so I could go on and on and on about imagery, but let me tell you guys real quick what the hermit means in this position, which is the best of the decision as she sees it, as to when she decided to go on her live and say that Wiley was sent and he may be a little harsh, but he's doing, he's finishing the job. Okay, so reassess the situation before it's too late. All right, which this coincides with the present, which is saying she doesn't feel secure. So why would the best in your mind be, let me reassess this before it's too late? Because if you know what you know, then you know. You don't have to reassess. Okay? Introspection will bring the confidence to move forward alone if need be. All right? That hermit purposefully goes by himself, him or herself. You know, we all possess divine masculine and divine feminine energy. All right? Ain't gonna go into that either. But so when I say him or her or whatever, it applies to whoever I'm talking about. So, but introspection, the hermit always goes by himself for the introspection. All right. So what this is saying is that the best in her mind, as she sees it, is being able to see what she needs to see before it's too late. You know, like if he's a snake and she need to see, look at this man grabbing that snake by the neck. I don't know if snakes got necks. This snake got a neck and she got him. She got it. All right. And I'm not even, see, this is a different deck, but made by the same. See, when I did Wiley's reading, you guys, I don't know if you guys all saw it, but the Hermit came out in his as well. But it was the before, and so in that photo, Wiley was reaching for the star. And I don't know, for everyone who listened to that, excuse me, I was saying he was waiting for any star to fall so he could grab it. Anyone will do. And he had a lantern waiting to put it in there. All right. This is the after. That's the before deck that I used on him. This is the after deck that I used on Auntie M. So this is the Hermit who has that star. So let's say that star is Avatar. Okay. And it's being used to just guide and kind of see what's what. And basically, okay, the angels are saying, like, I see you. I see you. I see you now. You know what I'm saying? I see you. I see you. I see you for your works. I know you for your works. I got you. I got you. That's what I be saying. I got you. I got you. I got you. Every once in a while, if I want to, I'll throw in one of them ninis. We see each other. Okay? Or was that Candy who said it? Anyway, I'm not a fan of candies. But anyway, I digress. She got the snake by the neck. And she sees, she's like, I see you. You know what I'm saying? This is the best of it. And the wolf, like I said, she's going to, this means you're going to be okay. All right? Because she can jump into leader mode whenever she needs to. It's there. It's within her. It's there. You know, but the best of it is her stepping back and having introspection and catching something before it's too late as it relates to trusting Mr. Wiley. See, I didn't say nothing bad about him. So if that's the case, see this as a blessing in disguise, early detection. So it's all about early detection. Let's keep going. All right, here we have in the worst position is death. Now, real quick for anyone who is brand new to this, death, the death card rarely means physical, actual death. All right. What it means is like endings and transformation, the death of something, you know, and it could be anything from a bad habit or a relationship, whatever it is, it's transformative. All right, kind of Dark Night of the Soul. This card comes after the Hanged Man, which the Hanged Man does a lot of thinking. And think about it. This came after the Hermit. The Hermit does a lot of thinking, but like introspective thinking, like inside of themselves. All right, which is why I suggest that third eye be cleared up. It needs to be cleared so that that intuition is on point. Because the Hermit goes in to sharpen that intuition. All right? And you gotta clear your third eye in order to get the highest of your intuition. So, no matter how much you may think you need, you can read people naturally, this, that, and the other. Clear that third eye up. Clear it, clear it, clear it. Because when you clear your third eye, you won't flip flop, you won't cheater. There won't be no question about it. Won't be no question about it. So anyway, in the worst, it's the death, which represents endings. And in this case, which is why it's in parentheses, prolonged endings is the worst for her. But in more detail, well, let me read this real quick. Let go of things that are no longer serving you and any unhealthy attachments. Ignoring your intuition, which is red flags, will only prolong this change, which causes its arrival to feel sudden and unexpected, as if to catch you by surprise. If you resist necessary endings, it may be harmful emotionally and physically due to feeling overwhelmed by anxiety and stress. This is the worst in her mind of the possibility of going in and trusting Mr. Wiley as if he will benefit her present situation in any way. Okay? I doubt it. I doubt it. But I am not in it. I am just a messenger of the cards. Her energy is saying the worst is ignoring red flags, which this has been echoed all throughout this message. She doesn't trust him 100%, which there's reasons for that. Like, just watch the man for 5 minutes. But I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I only asked what I asked, and all I asked was, what was that energy behind, this Wiley was sent, and, he's going to finish the job and all of that. But the worst is sitting up here ignoring the red flags, whatever red flags there are, and going along with it, not saying anything at all. And then all of a sudden, whatever it is that she thought he would do, he do. And then you feel, oh, I want to cuss. You feel effed. And I know we've all been in that situation before, once or twice in our life, at least. Maybe some of us, maybe more, where you ignore red flags and stuff, and then you get to the end of your journey, or like all of a sudden it's like a person, or not. It doesn't even necessarily have to be a person. It could be a job. You know what I'm saying? That feels like it came to an abrupt end, and you're like, what the hell? But you saw the signs. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you worked at, I'm just going to pull something out the air. Let's say McDonald's, all right? That's a safe one. And you know how there's McDonald's all over the world, the country. And if you worked at McDonald's, but they all seem to be closing down, all of them, and you like at the last store, like the last one in your city, that's the last standing one. Like, you ain't seen the red flags, and then all of a sudden they close, and you like, oh my gosh, I found myself out of a job. What in the world? All of a sudden, you know, I'm painting that picture to say this is the worst. This is what she's envisioning as the worst. Like, I see the red flags, but I just keep on going along with this as if I don't see them. And then I get screwed anyway. But I ignored the red flags. So, let's continue. Before I continue, you guys, let me touch on this just a little bit more. So, the death is, like I said, it represents endings. And the reason why this would be the worst is not just like, oh, it's prolonged. So, instead of, because here's the thing. She's going to come to realize, I feel, by looking at the whole, because I do this message, I pre-shuffle and everything. She's going to come to the realization that she can't trust them. All right. The best of it is early detection. That's the best of it, which I feel like she's already in the process because she doesn't trust them 100% anyway. The worst of it is it being prolonged and being longer. And what that means is that she feels like that would set her back. With however far she's come, it would set her back. Which is, when people talk about, and I hope and pray this is not a trigger for anyone, but I'm just going to use this as an example. But like cancer, they usually say early detection, you can catch it, and it's better of your chances of surviving. So relating that to this situation, not trying to say Wiley is a cancer, not trying to say that. I mean, that might be a zodiac sign. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, it's that same type of mentality that's going on right now. Early detection is better. Later detection could be detrimental. All right. But let's all face the fact that there's no trust there in the first place. Now let's keep on going. Okay, you guys, this part right here, this part right here, this part right here, this is where I ask you guys to please click like and subscribe. If you've come this far, I am guessing you liked it. All right, because we are approaching the hour mark. So go ahead and click like and then click subscribe. Do me that little favor. And if you want to know when I'm going to drop the tarot tea again, click the bell. All right, thank you. So here we are at the what's to come position. And it was the second reverse card, which I felt was unfortunate. It's temperance. Temperance in reverse. Right out of the box. Imbalance. Self-healing is needed. Realignment. All right. This is all the stuff that excuse me, allergies again. But this is all the stuff. Like I said, this goes with the common theme of this message. Is she feels like she can't trust them. There's a little bit of confusion and imbalance is going on. And third eye needs to be cleared. Chakras probably all need to be balanced. The energy needs to be balanced. But I'm not getting all deep into that. But with this, what's to come, so what that means is if nothing at all changes, and also I've been meaning to tell you guys, if I haven't, we all have free will, which is the purpose of tarot readings. They give you insights, all right? They give you insights because we have the free will to make decisions and we can change our path at any time. But it helps with the insights. Back to Auntie M and why she made that, decision to say Wiley was sent, like what was going on, what was her energy saying. Well, what's to come from all of that, if absolutely nothing changes, is reverse temperance, which is an imbalanced energy. Self-healing will be needed, which is the hermit going into introspection. Realignment definitely will be needed if red flags are ignored, and then goes into that worst position, which was the death. You will need to realign yourself because death is transformation and or transition. All right, that's what death is. That's the ultimate meaning of death. Something is going to end, and it's going to be in such a way that it's going to slap you upside your forehead real hard. Real hard. That's what death is. Okay? Sometimes death is hand in hand with a tower moment. And I know anyone who's familiar with tarot know what I'm talking about. So, and if you don't, you got to look it up because I'm trying to keep this time at a good time. try not to make a 5-hour video on one person. Anyway, so what's to come if the energy stays the same is imbalance. It's temperance in reverse. So focus on your long-term vision. So this is my suggestion to get it right. This is what you need to do in order to get it right, a person in this situation. Focus on your long-term vision and higher purpose. Then align your thoughts, words, and actions with them. Again, if you're feeling imbalanced, in need of self-healing, which is the hermit, the realignment after that, if you don't do the self-healing, the realignment is that death card for the worst. All right. So if you, and then in the beginning it was imbalanced because you didn't trust them in the first place. Okay, so temperance brings that all together, and it was in reverse. Focus on your long-term vision of what you see the outcome being. You understand what I'm saying, Auntie M? If you're listening, focus on your long-term vision and higher purpose. Then align your thoughts, words, and actions with them. Morning affirmations on a daily basis will help achieve this goal. It will help it. And you may already do that anyway. All right, let's keep it pushing. All right. I just channeled a little bit of Matthew McConaughey. All right. Now, anyway, or Kevin Hart. Anyway, we are at the clarifier. All right, because it was in reverse. This clarifier says, take an honest look in the mirror. Now, what that refers to, and again, this is the theme throughout this whole entire message. It's introspection. This is back to the hermit, and it's also relating to intuition. Don't ignore red flags, but really introspection. So let me stick to this. It's introspection. Take an honest look in the mirror, introspection. Now, what I have written underneath that is a term and a philosophy that I've come up with on my own. All right, for all of the little trolls that was in my comments that I had to go ahead and politely block it like the block was hot. Like I said, this is my own philosophy, theory, or whatever, and it's written about on my website, unapologeticallysage.com. Internal inventory and accountability audit. I call it an IIAA. I will put a link down in the description box, but it's where it's a very detailed introspection. So the clarifier for what's to come is saying that a deep dive introspection needs to be done. It's going to force you to do it because it's in balance, and with it being reversed, with temperance being in reverse, it's in balance and self-healing and realignment. That's what's to come. So it's going to force you to have this introspection. So why not just have it now? Why not just have it now? You know what I'm saying? So let's keep going. All right. So I already know that my bonus card is no longer a surprise to you regular sages. I know that. But here's one of my surprises at the end. Two came out. All right. Two at the same time. They told me to take them. So I did. So this was energy. So what that means is that they were closely, I was going to say closely related. That's not it, but closely connected. Oh gosh, they're showing me a vision. It's so hard to describe the vision sometimes, but they flow in and out of each other, and you'll see it when I break it down. But so Auntie M was in this energy. It's 7 of Cups. All right. And the energy snapshot, just for any new subbies, the energy snapshot is the energy that that person has that influenced all of the rest of the cards. Okay? Your energy influences everything. All right? And I like to have the energy snapshot of what your energy looked like at that time, which projected onto the other cards, the energy that you're working with, energy that you're dealing with. All right? That's why you got to stay on top of cleansing and clearing your energy. All right? And be mindful also of who you give your energy to. Okay? Because your energy, someone having your energy, or you giving your energy to anyone at any time, is a privilege. Someone having access to your energy is a privilege. Anyway, let me not go off on a tangent. I just want everybody to understand that. And yes, I am the person who has in my past and still will do it now, a person who I hadn't seen in a long time, and not, they weren't an ex or nothing like that, just a person who just was a gossiper, and had talked a lot of mess all the time. I saw this person and they was like, oh, I haven't seen you in a long time. And they reached their hands out, like to do that, to do a hug. And this is prior COVID. And I didn't respond, and they was like, oh, I can't get a hug. I was like, no, I'm not gonna give you any of my energy. You don't deserve it. So then they was like, well, can you at least shake my hand? I said, no. Anyway, moving right along. Don't give your energy to anyone, anyhow, anywhere, in any way who doesn't deserve it. And don't let anyone be an energy vampire to you. Don't let them drain you of your energy. All right? Moving right along. So the energy snapshot. Her energy moves in and out of this card and then the one that's going to follow, but the 7 of Cups. Illusion, choices, opportunity. So the good thing I can see about this is that it comes from illusion. So yes, and we've said illusion earlier in the reading. Like I said, it's the same theme throughout. But illusion, all right, what we wish for Auntie M is disillusion. All right, but illusion, choices, all right, and then opportunities. So yeah, you can think that there's a lot of opportunities when you have illusion going on. You most certainly can. But that's why you have to clear all of that stuff away so you can see what really is real. And then you can see what the real choice to make is. It'll become clear. You understand what I'm saying? So these are just some bullet points that stood out when this card came out. Don't believe everything you hear. Remember that everything you own owns you. Never underestimate the power of good boundaries. All right? And I want to touch on that. Remember that everything you own owns you. In this situation, I'm not talking about, Spirit is not talking about materialistic things. Spirit is talking about if you feel like you have a pact with somebody, or remember they're going to want something, basically. They're not going to give you anything just on GP. And especially in this situation, in this question that we're talking about. Anybody gonna give you nothing just on GP. This person is not gonna give you something just on GP just because it's the right thing to do. They're gonna expect something in return. I did not clarify this, so I don't know what that is. But ooh, all right. I'm getting a vision of money. I don't know if that's that. I'm just the messenger. I'm getting a vision of money. All right. But they're going to expect something in return. So let's move on. Because this is making me feel uncomfortable for some reason. All right. Let's move on. Okay. Now, before we move on, though, let me make something very clear. Now that I have cleared my energy, because I did feel uncomfortable, and so I was about to move on, but then I need to backtrack because there's two things I need to say. One, I want to say this is for entertainment purposes only, and every single word is alleged and not to be used as facts. That's number one. Let me get that out the way. And again, if anybody comes from me, I got a shiny dime for you, or I can make it 2 nickels, however you want it. Okay. Number two is I am not implying that Auntie M is paying him for whatever this is. I am saying the vision that I got, and the clarification on that vision is back to this phrase that they wanted me to repeat, which was remember that everything you own owns you. And then they had me go into no one's going to do it. He's not going to do it just on GP, just to be nice. This person's going to expect something. And that's how that all came about. All right? So let's just get this straight. All right? And like I said, I'm just a messenger. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Take it how you want to. It is what it is. Now we will move on. And again, I'm very unapologetic because all I can do is read these cards. And when they give me visions and stuff, I say it. And so it is what it is. All right, now we can move on. Alrighty, and on a much lighter note, this is the other energy snapshot. So, in actuality, this card, which is the Two of Wands, was the first one, and then the Seven of Cups was with it, but this one was on top. So what that means is this is the actual current one, but at the same time the energy flows seamlessly back and forth. And we can imagine, how about that, not assume, but we can imagine how much pressure she may be under right now, and what's going on as to why that Seven of Cups, with all of those, with the illusion, the choices, and opportunity, comes into play. However, right now I am loving the energy snapshot of the Two of Wands that also has decisions and choices. Same thing to me. Progress and future planning. So as of right now, her energy is more focused on future planning. Okay? And there has been progress. All right? So let's not regress. Let's go with the progress. All right? So that is gathering courage, confidence, and self-knowledge before putting your plan into action. So that's the energy that she's in right now. Gathering courage, confidence, and self-knowledge before putting your plan into action. The stall is pondering a risk. The risk, in my opinion, is what this whole breakdown is all about. I wanted to know why she said Wiley was sent, and he's finishing the job off, and all of that. And I wanted to know, does she really trust him? Because I think that's a big old stop sign, a red stop sign saying stop, stop, stop. Don't do that. Don't partner with him. But what do I know? What do I know? Who are me to judge? That's what Andrew Caldwell says. He cracks me up, y'all. He cracks me up. And if the man really had real t-shirts to sell, he had a t-shirt on one time that said, "Who are me to judge?" And I was thinking, you know what? I think I just might buy that and wear it around the house. But I don't think he has a. He said he had an online boutique. I don't think there's no online boutique. Anyway, but who are me to judge? Again, this is all for entertainment purposes. But here is the surprise right now, right here. Hold on. All right, Sagies. So, surprise, surprise, surprise. This is what we are about to do. So, I am now thinking about probing into the formal panelist. And I could not decide which question. Now, originally, what I was going to do was put the question in you guys' hands and the person you guys wanted to dive into their energy. Um, and these are harmless questions, okay? Because I'm not coming after anyone. So, what I'm going to do is just give you guys the question, and you'll put A, B, or C in the comment section. Because right now I'm not able to do a poll because I don't have enough numbers. My channel is not big enough to enable me to have that feature where I can have anonymous polls. See, I need more subscribers, more likes, and more shares, and all of that kind of stuff. And then they'll turn that feature on for me. So this is my workaround. All right. There's always a manual override. Okay. So just put A, B, or C in the comments, and that will coincide with whichever question you guys want me to ask. Now, it's not anonymous. I understand that. I know that I am unapologetic and very much not shy. But I'm not going to ask you guys to put the letter and the name of the person you want me to ask. However, if you do, more power to you. I appreciate it, and that'd be cool. Okay. Um, So, because I was gonna make a poll, an independent poll, but it would have to be a link, and you guys would have to click it. And I don't really know if all y'all was, down for doing all of that. So I just wanted to make it simple. So A, if you put A, that means you want me to ask. And when I say ask, I'm talking about the tarot cards for this spread. Why did the panelist would be that person. All right. Why did the panelists really join All About the Tea public discussion forum? So that would be diving into the real reason they were on the panel. Okay. B, why did the panelists really leave All About the Tea public discussion forum? What's the real reason you left? Because some of them act like they left because of solidarity. I don't think so. I really don't. I think that's a bold face. Lizzie. That's what I think. Um, and then C, why did the panelists really speak out about All About the Tea public forum? Because some of them, the speaking out, I'm referring to, all of their, so and so finally speaks, so and so finally speaks, so and so speaks, so and so talks, so and so, explains so and so's point of view. Um, so yeah, those are the three questions, and that's all I'm gonna say. All right, because I know my stages are smart. Y'all can just take from it what it is that you feel, and just put A, B, or C in this comment section. This is the only comment section that I'm gonna be looking for the letters in, and you could just jump in real quick and put an A and dip out. You don't have to explain anything because I got it. You know what I'm saying? Um, and like I said, if you want to add the name of the person that you want me to dive into first, go right ahead. I will definitely consider it. Definitely. So just let me know. Whatever you guys feel comfortable with. But I just thought this would be a fun way to be interactive. And like I said previously, I will decide when I'm going to go live. And that is something I will do. And also right below that, this is one of my magnets that I do sell on my website, unapologeticallysage.com. You can go to the Unsay Merch Store tab. It measures 5x4. It's a pretty big magnet. It's 5 different styles. And this one reminded me of Auntie M. Rejection is God's protection and sometimes redirection. Okay? Get into it. All right. They are only $4, and that includes tax, shipping and handling, everything. You get it within 2 weeks. So, again, you can go to my website, unapologeticallysage.com. There are 5 different styles, and those photos are my photos that I took on my walking meditations. All right, to clear my mind and balance and open up my third eye and balance all my chakras and stuff. Okay, I hike and I go on the trails and nature trails and stuff and take pictures, and then I put quotes, sayings, and sometimes Bible verses to them, and they are only $4. They measure 5x4. They're pretty big. They are magnets and just inspirational. And like I said, this one reminded me of Auntie M. So head over there, unapologeticallysage.com. And one more thing. Last, but certainly not least, I just want to thank you guys. All right, everyone listening to my voice right now, please know that I send you all love and light. That's what I am all about. And I want to thank you for your support. Okay, it means a lot to me, and I thank you. We are here. I am here to kiki. Okay, I'm here to kiki. Now, I also do personal readings where I get really serious. Okay, but this trending hot topics and gossip that I've started, this is for the kiki, and I really appreciate you guys listening. All right, this is for fun, upbeat, uplifting fun. All right, we have to learn not to take ourselves seriously. However, we do need to wash our hands, okay, and be safe. Now that is serious. The C-19 is serious. So but bottom line, I just wanted to send a big thank you for your support, okay? I truly appreciate it. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Don't forget to put A, B, or C in the comments. And if you feel cool enough, go ahead and drop the name of the person that you want me to go ahead and dive into first. All right? Because there's no guarantee I'm going to do all of them. I just got to get a feel of it. All right? Alrighty. Have a wonderful week. Bye bye.